Namaskar. So today I'm going to speak about the power of non-violence. Friends, I have a question before I start my presentation. Are we really happy with all the violence and the crime that is happening around us in the world? Yes, no? No. Good. चाणक्य का एक बहुत सुंदर सूत्र मुझे याद आ रहा है। समाज की दुर्दशा के पीछे दुर्जनों की दुर्जनता नहीं, सज्जनों की निष्क्रियता काम करती है। Last week we celebrated our Independence Day. Our whole freedom movement was based on three tenets: sacrifice, service, and passion for change. In those days, youth were not so much concerned about material possession, their career, the family, but all they wanted was a change. So many of them sacrificed their life, and even today, after so many years, we are reaping the fruits of their sacrifice. The freedom that we are enjoying is because of their sacrifice. But tell me one thing, are we really enjoying, or are we really value the freedom that we got? When the crime, the violence is knocking at our doorstep in the form of terrorism, insurgency, Naxalism every day. According to Ministry of Home Affairs, 2/3 of our country is engulfed by this kind of activity. We are not just losing the life and the resources, but it also gives us a bad image on the international level. And it is hampering the growth of this country. The social as well as economical growth. What can we do about this? There was a time when a group of people who wanted to bring some change in the country, they came together, who wanted to plunge against the mighty British Empire, and they questioned for their birthright. And we know the history, we got the Home Rule. Today also there is a group of people who are fighting for terrorism and not against terrorism. Is there any commonality between these two groups? Well, both of this group shares the same value: sacrifice, service, and passion for change. Since last 2 decades, we are working with this extremist group, and we have seen that they are ready to sacrifice their life for what they think is right. And they are made to believe that they are doing service to the country or to the religion. And they are so passionate about what they are doing. Unfortunately, these values which has given us the freedom are exhibited by this extremist group today. I have a question, friends. Have you ever wondered what makes one of us a culprit? Inside every culprit, there is a victim crying for help. Crying for help. He or she could have been the victim of circumstances, stress, lack of awareness, ignorance, and they did something and they are repenting for the whole life. Let me introduce you to a Sujit Singh Gogoi, the guy you can see in the front. He's from Dibrugarh. Very nice boy, 18, 19 years old man, boy. He's studying right now. He's with his family. Every morning he gets up in the morning, like 5:30, 6 in the morning, and he does his spiritual practices. He does yoga, meditation, very well behaved, very nice boy, and he wants to do something for the society, for the country. Can you guess what could have been his background? Where is he coming from? Well, he was a member of the most dreaded organization of Northeast called ULFA, which is a banned organization by the government of India. He's a mastermind of so many bomb blasts. He has killed so many people at this young age. He used to live in the jungle away from his family. How did this man got transformed? You know, probably some of you know who knows about the ULFA. Since 1979, they are fighting for the sovereignty of the Assam, the state of Assam, and they have a big fight between the Bangladeshi, those who are coming from, illegally coming to India. So they were against, the whole ULFA movement was against the government, and they were doing bomb blasts and massacres and killing the people. Government tried a lot to resolve these issues, and there were a lot of surrenders, but it's still going on. And a lot of youths are taking guns. They are giving away their job, their profession, their studies, and joining this movement. So Surjit Singh was one of that. And since we are working with this kind of group, so we approached the government, the Assam government, and also the government of India, and we said that we can reform these people. So we really had to convince them to give us this militants, and we can work with them. So after so many negotiations, ultimately they were ready to give us a group of 241 militants. Some of them were surrendered, some of them were on ground. It was really challenging to take these people from Assam to our headquarters in Bangalore. Somehow we managed, and they had a big challenge. They had threat from their rival groups, from the government, and from many other people. So when we got them, and in just 35 days, the whole group got transformed, socially as well as economically. We gave them a training, the skill training according to their aptitude. Some of them wanted to be start the agricultural activity. Some of them wanted to be a driver. Some of them wanted to be electricians. So we gave them a different kind of training for their livelihood, so that they can go back to their family, because most of them were living in the forest. And I tell you, all these people, they were trained by many of our neighboring countries. They were trained in Myanmar, they were trained in China, in Afghanistan. Some of them were fighter pilots. So they were so hardcore, and when they came, they were full of grudges, anger, frustration, aggression. So it really took us some time to bring them down, And I tell you, in 35 days, you can see the transformation. So I can tell you a number of such stories. We have worked with, JKLF militants in Kashmir, or Ranveer Sena in Bihar, or LTTs in Sri Lanka. Naxal, the whole Naxal movement from Tirupati to Pashupati, there is a whole red corridor, and Naxal activity is going on. We work with all of these people, to rehabilitate them. I can give you a number of stories, but we have a time constraint. So what is the basis of this transformation? Is yoga, meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, and the spiritual teaching. What does it do basically? It brings that peace to the mind, that agitated mind, and it brings that clarity. Okay, what is my goal? What should I do about my life? Is it the right way? And when these people realize that what they are doing is counterproductive to what they want, they start reprioritizing their life goals. And said yes. And when they change, I tell you, they have enormous energy. They are highly enthusiastic people, full of energy, passion, but they are putting that energy into a wrong direction, in a destructive manner. So once they realize, once they understand, I tell you, we can channelize that energy for the nation building. Many of these people in the Bihar, they become member of parliament. They are MLA. Mr. Chitranjan Das, I have the story which I would like to share from Bihar. He was a commander of Ranveer Sena. When he got transformed and he started doing the social work, and in just few years' time he became the member of Legislative Assembly, MLA. So such transformation is possible with this powerful technique, and which has inspired us to take this technique world over. We have done this kind of initiative all over the world, and we are happy that our Prime Minister is promoting yoga and meditation, realizing the power of these techniques. I tell you, चाहो तो पत्थर की भी तकदीर बदल सकती है, बस शर्त इतनी है कि उसे प्यार से तराशा जाए. So as I was saying, not only in India, but we have done the similar conflict resolution peace initiative in the Iraq after the Iraq war. In Colombia recently, the founder Sri Ravishankar, when he went, there was this guerrilla war going on by the FARC group. This was guerrilla group since last 2 decades. In the first time after 2 decades, they agreed for the for the ceasefire, and they decided to go in the non-violent way. So that was an achievement which was acknowledged by the government of Colombia, and they've also given the highest civilian award to the founder of the organization. We have done the same with the Ivory Coast in the 2 different, the rebel groups, those who were fighting since last many years, and our people went and created a harmony between them. Sri Lanka, as I said, in the with the LTT people, also in the Kosovo. That is not enough. But it has given us a lot of hope that yes, we can bring this change. Because if you kill 1 militant, 10 more will come up. Do you see this? So how long we can go on killing the people? We need to find some other way. Is there a way to change these people? To make them a better citizen? Yes, no. And today is our theme is black, white or grey. And we see that there is no element of black or negativity in these people. It is just on the surface. But if you go deeper inside, you realize that they are also such beautiful human beings, but misguided, misinformed, brainwashed. All they need is somebody to handhold them, give them a direction to their life. And I tell you, we can bring that transformation in the world. And this initiative of peace should start from individuals. If the individuals are peaceful, then the immediate environment is peaceful. His family is affected, his friends and relatives and everybody. And then we can bring peace on the country and the continent level. So we need peace at all the levels, but it has to start from me, individuals. That is, the core of the power of non-violence. And I see a lot of youth here. I would like to say that क्यों मरते हो बेवफा सनम के लिए? Nowadays, youth, they give up their life for the love affairs, right? क्यों मरते हो बेवफा सनम के लिए? 2 गज जमीन ना मिलेगी तुम्हें दफन के लिए. मरना है तो मरो देश वतन के लिए, कि हसीना भी दुपट्टा फाड़ देगी तुम्हारे कफन के लिए. हसीना भी दुपट्टा फाड़ देगी तुम्हारे कफन के लिए. So it's a very good initiative by the Pathway World School to bring all the speakers from the different platform. And I really like to congratulate the young team for this efforts. And with these few words, I would just like to thanks to every one of you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Hind.